What's good with the clapback gang? What's good, quiet gang? So we about to get into it today. As you can see, the title is Hot Boy Turk kicked off of the tour. Y'all hear me, man? This breaking news, man. If anybody knows about you know what I'm saying, the rappers back in the day, the Hot Boys, you got BG, Juvenile, Lil Wayne, Hot Boy Turk, you know what I'm saying? The whole Cash Money. Well, they got a tour going on right now. You know what I'm saying? They getting their performance on and doing they hits that they put out back in the day. Well, High Boy Turk decided to, you know, do what some people out of the group do. Be whiny, be complaining, you know what I'm saying? Plus he just, you know, the David Ruffin out of the group. And he got David Ruffin. They kicked him off the tour. And he got him and his wife, which is his manager, got this big, long, lame excuse. All these hoorahs. It's taking her 5 hours to explain what happened to him. She's trying to tell you all these things before she just say he got terminated because he's a risk doing all this extra stuff, going on the internet, talking about the show ain't got no people there, you know what I'm saying? Talking about they can't give him enough money. First off, you probably out of a lot of people, the least favorite out the group, so they gonna give you the least amount of money. They gotta pay artists by who is most popular to who less popular. Well, Hot Boy Turk decided that he thought he was gonna put his foot down, and him and his wife gonna tell them, "No, we don't want that little money. We don't want y'all trying to offer us." So they stood back on their negotiation thing, thinking it was gonna swing out their way, thinking they was gonna, get what they had. And man, let me explain something to y'all. One thing you don't wanna do, is mess up your bag. I don't care if they say, man, look, all we can give you is $50. Hey man, it's a tour, it's for exposure, it's to keep you out there, to keep you in motion. You could have took the bag off this tour, got whatever that was, and just do the rest of the tours, man. But he didn't do that. Nah, he didn't do that. He whined. Whatever they had to offer, he said, I ain't taking it. His wife, aka the manager, she said, we ain't taking it. They sat back, waited on the email, and while they was in the bed sleep, boy, they got that email saying, you are there. You terminated. You are pulled from the tour. And High Boy Turk thinks that he's still gonna be doing shows, even though he got kicked off these next 2 or 3 shows. He think he's still gonna go to the other shows. Well, they working on taking you off the rest of the shows, bro. That means you are kicked off the tour, the whole tour in general. They not playing with you, bro. It's real. But I'm gonna let y'all see the footage on what's going on. I'm gonna let y'all hear uh one of the main members out of the Cash Money group, Terrence Williams. You know what I'm saying? He was part of the staff. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what he say on what he's getting from Juvenile and BG and all them counts, what they telling him, which is basically what I just said. And then I'm gonna let y'all hear Hot Boy Turk and his wife slash manager excuse themselves 100 million times just to tell you basically the same thing. He is kicked off the tour, and you ain't just kicked off this show. They finna pull you off all the strings, bro. They ain't playing. But let's get into it, man. Yeah, y'all know who it is, man. You know better. Go better. If you knew better, do better. This is a clapback show, and let's run that. Let's run that. Let's run that. Yup.
The Terrence Gangster Williams, aka OG Giggity, aka Mr. Answer Right Back, aka the People Champ, Terrence Williams. Say, rumor is Juvie kicked Turk off the tour. That's the rumor, right? See, I had a feeling this was gonna happen, but Turk got him some money. Turk got him some money. He got to talk that talk. He had his fun. I don't see why Juvie kicked the man off the tour just for him speaking out about his money, about the promoter. I don't see why. But at the end of the day, that's what's going on, y'all. And then I got some more information. Y'all. This here haven't been, but I want to also correct the robbing part because some people think that when the guy with Charles White and the guy was on the phone, when the guy was explaining to Charles White about BG and Turk being robbed, like he thinking at gunpoint, like come here, let me get that. No, he talking about how the promoter did things. So y'all know how fast these rumors get going. So I reached out to somebody because I got somebody in every camp. I must got somebody in Weezy camp now, y'all. So I'm about to get a lot of information. And some of the information that I received out of Weezy camp is Weezy don't want Turk around no more, and they about to take him off the Live Nation tour as well. That we with the Hot Boys, but we.
My bad, y'all. So basically, I was just on this part right here. Basically, this is Terrence Williams. He was part of the Cash Money count. On this part right here, he's just breaking down what all the messages he received from all the other counts. And right here, he giving his take on it. I just wanted y'all to know who he was. All right.
And all that. You know, they got two different tours, but they got the Cash Money and they got the other one where Weezy is part of. So, rumor has it that Juvie got him kicked off the Cash Money tour one, the Cash Money Millionaire concert tour, and now they're working on now getting him off the Live Nation, the big dog. Man.
Yeah. So y'all, if you heard what he just said, basically he's been kicked off of the tour that's going on right now. Basically, to break it down, the tour that's going on right now, which is all the three promoters is directed to the same tour. But the tour, the shows that they doing right now is from a different promoter. High Boy Turk just got terminated from that promoter. What Juvenile, another artist from Cash Money, he's right now working on getting High Boy Turk kicked from the other shows that's gonna remain for the rest of the tour. But High Boy Turk thinks he's gonna be going to the other shows on the rest of the tour because that's done from a different promoter. You see what I'm saying? But what he failed to realize is the artists, they finna get you kicked off of every show. That's the remainder of the shows that's finna go on throughout the rest of the tour. They finna pull you from. So with that being said, my bad, y'all on the mic. So with that being said, that means you are kicked off the entire tour. You kicked off the whole entire tour. But I'm gonna let Gangsta Williams keep telling y'all. I'm gonna rewind it. And like I said, the information he's getting because he's also part of Cash Money. Terrence Gangsta Williams, this guy that's talking right now. He's gonna state that not only is he kicked off these shows, but they're working on getting him kicked off the other shows, which is gonna 9 times out of 10 it's gonna happen because basically once they got him kicked off this tour, it's a process to do everything. They just put in a process and now they're just waiting on the outcome, which is gonna be he kicked off the tour basically. Because you gotta understand, all this has happened within 24 hours, the last 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? They still waiting on emails and stuff. So he's about it, yeah. But let's get back into the rest of it. All right. Yeah.
Man, anywhere in the world, this is the big the Cash Money Millionaires concert tour, and now all that. You know, you got two different tours. You got the Cash Money, and you got the other one where Weezy a part of. So rumor has it that Judy got him kicked off the Cash Money tour, the Cash Money Millionaires concert tour, and now they're working on now getting him off the Live Nation, the big dog. Man, man, anywhere in the world, this it can't have this much hate for one person. Like everybody have done this stuff. Everybody have talked their talk, but for this to kick the man off the tour now, when everything been going good, the fans coming through, everybody loving the connection. And now because he went off, he didn't get his money. Oh man, kick him off. I'm shocked that Judy was doing that. But you know, they had a little secret meeting. All right, let's go get him out of there. But hello world. They are now on off the porch, on the porch, off the porch. What that thing Tech Nine be saying, y'all? Something about the porch. He be talking about something about the porch news, but he in the house. Man, this man a clown. Yo, say Tech be saying something about the porch news, but he inside. Come on, Tech, but get it together, bro. Anyway, yeah, man. So that's the rumor, man. Man, Turk fumbled that bag. But he got him some money, so hopefully he make it count and invest the money in something. But yeah, they upset with Turk. Rumor has it that Judy kicked him off Cash Money tour, and now they working on to get him off the Live Nation. So Turk, because I know you peeking, and I know y'all gonna send this to Turk. Get on it ahead of time and get your lawyer, get everything together, because he's trying to work you, bro. He's trying to get you up out of there, bro. Trying to get rid of you, man. So hopefully when that money you got, you know, made the best of it, invested in something, bro. It's all good though, bro. Yeah, I know let's say no to drugs, let's stop the violence, let's put the guns down. Make sure y'all can touch for HIV and AIDS, because y'all know y'all status. You got the non-profit they need us, the integrated need us, third ward, to move them boys at war.
Yeah. 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 So let's go ahead and get into that. Like I said, that's your boy Terrence Gangster Williams. Y'all go subscribe to my boy channel, man. Like I said, he part of the Cash Money thing. Now we about to get into Hot Boy Turk and his response. Him and his wife slash manager on a million excuses on why he got kicked off the tour. Let's go. Yeah.
Shout
Hi y'all. I know it's not normal that y'all see me really talking, but right now I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm Turk's wife, but I'm also his manager.
Is it me? It just seems like they microphones is low as hell. Y'all need to cut y'all mics up. What's going on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The clapback show, I always got to be a technician for myself and for others. So let me cut their mic up for them right quick, y'all. Give me a couple of seconds, and I'll get right back to it. Just sit tight. All right. Yeah. My bad, y'all. Give me a couple seconds. Uh, echo, echo. My bad, y'all. Give me a couple of more seconds, and I'm gonna come right back in. All right. All right, y'all. Let's go. Yeah.
And I feel it's only right and it's our responsibility to let y'all know what's going on. As you all know, there has been a tour going on with the Cash Money Millionaires 30th Anniversary Tour, which Turk has been on. A tour that was supposed to have 10 dates, that was supposed to actually end in June, but only 2 dates have actually played for this tour. We received a request from Andrew Ellington of Artist by Artist Agency, and I also was in conversation with a representative or one of the owners of Dope Shows, the promoters who are promoting the Cash Money Millionaires 30th Anniversary Tour. Andrew Ellington of Artist by Artist Agency is the agent for these said tours, these dates.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a
Received notice yesterday while we were in Nashville on one of the Cash Money 30th Anniversary tour dates, where the promoter is Mario Mitchell for this single particular tour. While in Nashville, not only was Turk, and from my knowledge, no other artist was paid, so the Nashville show did not play. The agent, Andrew Ellington, did not pay any of the artists for this particular show. Well, they didn't receive their back end. So Nashville show did not play, which was yesterday. Yesterday, we also received a message pertaining to the Dope shows, which are
Now, y'all know I gotta get my commentary. Y'all heard her just say, "This is Hot Boy Turk's wife." Y'all heard her just say, "None of the artists received their back end." All right. Why would none of the artists complain? None of the artists stop doing the show. They're still performing. They're happy as a daisy. They ain't complaining about no money, no payment. They got their back end. They got all their money. The only thing Hot Boy Turk's wife is doing right now is trying to make it look like, oh, the promoters and the people behind all this, they doing all the artists wrong. Everybody getting mistreated on their money. No, 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 sweetheart. Hot Boy Turk is the only one that rejected and said he wasn't gonna take his payment. And because he did that, it got to Juvenile, it got to BG, it got to Birdman, it got out to all the other artists. They know what's going on. You think they wouldn't be on here with Hot Boy Turk talking about they didn't get their money too? No, sweetheart. You can keep that fairy tale and that lie. Don't try to make us feel like all the artists got mistreated and all the artists had some funny going on, funny goings with their money. Hot Boy Turk didn't accept that package because it wasn't big enough for him. Hot Boy Turk can't accept the fact that he's not worth more than the payment they was trying to give him. That's what's going on right now. The music that y'all got and the fame that y'all got is just like uh, a blues singer that came out 20, 30, 40 years ago. We know the song, but you are not the today artist. You are not in the news as being one of the mainstream artists. You know, and not only that, even when y'all was new and fresh on the scene, you were one of the artists that was, I ain't gonna say was in the back, but you wasn't at the front with BGs and Juveniles and Lil Wayne. Come on, man. Do we gotta be honest here? I think they was gonna pay you the amount that they felt like you was worth. And I think that you and your wife slash manager, that's also your wife, who's gonna vouch for you, you know what this remind me of? This remind me of Eazy-E. Because during that movie, at the end, you can see his wife look in his eyes and say, baby, you just need to go get all the books and stuff and let me handle all the business. I'll handle all the business for you. You know, I'm gonna take care of you. Man. And then later on, we hear about Eazy-E wife owing some people money, you know what I'm saying? Holding some money and all that. Basically, I think Hot Boy Turk then got himself in a situation. First off, when you make your wife your manager, they let me know times is tight and times is hard. Your wife is your manager? Really? Of course she gonna say everything that you say. She gonna agree to everything that you agree to. If you lie, she gonna lie too. It's your wife. Come on, Hot Boy Turk, man. Then you talking to everybody on why you going live and saying, man, y'all better stop believing all this crazy hype and all this stuff, man, and this and that. This ain't no crazy hype, man. We heard Terrence Gangster Williams. He done laid the line out, man. He ain't got no reason to lie. He like you. He love you, bro. You part of the family. You always gonna be part of the family. But this is just facts. This is what's going on right now. You have been booted from the tour. The remaining of the tour is on the way for you to be booted. That's what Terrence is telling you. Lure you up, get everything you need to get, and whatever money that you got right now, you better be spending it wisely and stretching it out. Cause you ain't getting this cash money. You ain't getting that toy bag. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you broke. But all I'm saying is, man, he just further and further and further make it look like BG is a smart man. Cause he always said he ain't going back and he don't fool with nobody that's disloyal and done did some talking. You know what I'm saying? I think BG been staying quiet and he just been playing a role for business purposes, for money wise purposes. And they already had you on the streams. They had you on the stream. They already didn't want you there. You already disloyal. All they was waiting on was for you to complain. That's another reason why your bag wasn't that big. They letting you know who running the operation right now, and it ain't you. You're not running the operation. Man, you on YouTube over here on YouTube like me, sitting down in front of a camera like me, trying to explain your side and explain yourself on why you got kicked off from the tour, trying to make us believe that you are still a very important aspect to the tour. When we can clearly see that you not. We can clearly see that you not. You part of the group. That's a fact. You part of the group. But I think the group, they just rather you just do your own thing and just Just be happy that you part of the group and you can live with it. But far as the business, you cut off. You been cut out. They didn't even want you on tour. They didn't want you on tour, bro. But it's business. They gotta keep the business. Look a professional. Keep all the drama out off of the internet. Keep all the into it. They try to dial it down, man, so they can go and get to this money, do this tour, finish doing this tour, then they can get back to everybody go back to their lives. But you was already on pins and needles. They already had you on pins and needles. You couldn't afford to complain. You could not afford to complain. They was waiting on it. Like, man, boy, if this nigga sneeze wrong, send him back home. Send him back to the house. But we can do this show without him. That's what they proved. That's all they proving, man. They got it without you, bro. Man, that ain't good. Let's get back into it.
Cleveland, which is to play tonight. Chicago, which is to play Sunday, and Detroit, which is to play today. We also Nashville show Wellington did not pay any of the artists for this particular show. Well, they didn't receive their back ends, so Nashville show did not play, which was yesterday. Yesterday, we also received a message pertaining to the Dope shows, which are Cleveland, which is to play tonight, Chicago, which is to play Sunday, and Detroit, which is to play Thursday, the 31st. So, while my artist is en route, is ready and willing to perform all of these shows, we received an email from Andrew Ellington of Artist by Artist Agency saying
4 o'clock this morning.
No, not we haven't gotten to that part yet. I got an email from Andrew Ellington of Artist by Artist Agency basically saying, and to our knowledge, with him being our agent, the funds were secured. Okay.
And the escrow.
We got a message. I got an email saying that, and this is not verbatim, but I do have copies of any emails or messages for verification.
Oh, y'all. We just wanted y'all to peek how long it takes her to tell us what the hell she got. Like what email she got. Like what happened to him. All we want to hear is that he got terminated and how he got terminated. But just listen to how many times, right before she finished say it, she gonna say something else to try to deflect you and try to make you, she trying to use anything to, you know what I'm saying, to lighten this embarrassing blow before she give it to you. She don't want this to look no embarrassing as it is. She don't want it to sound embarrassing. She don't want him to look bad. But I'm sorry, hot boy, all them excuses, bro, it's just excuses. And the more that she keeps saying stuff, trying to prevent herself from going and telling us what happened, it makes you look more and more guilty, bro. Let's get back into it. Just pay attention to how many times she gonna give you an example. Or, I mean, not example, but she gonna kind of like try to say, and this is this, or now this is not this, or such and such, and I'm just saying, or such a girl, just go and tell us and be quiet. Yeah, let's get back into it.
Stating that in so many words, Dope Shows does not do have a message. I got a cure of knowledge. With him being our agent, the funds were secured. Okay.
And the escrow.
We got a message. I got an email saying that, and this is not verbatim, but I do have copies of any emails or messages. Him being our agent, the funds were secured. Okay.
And the escrow.
We got a message. I got an email saying that, and this is not verbatim, but I do have copies of any emails or messages for verification. stating that, in so many words, Dope Shows does not have enough money to pay the artist and wants Turk to accept a minor, very minor portion of his back ends for these next 3 shows as payment to settle. And to my knowledge, this was, being that all of the managers for the guys that are on this tour, we are all in conversation. This was sent to every artist. Okay. Turk respectfully declined. I respectfully declined. Due to making great financial decisions and investments, we are not in a position to where we have to settle for a minute payment.
Can anybody tell me what great financial decisions mean? I mean, I know what it means, but have you ever heard a term like that before? We make great financial decisions. So you took into account all the great financial decisions that y'all make and decided the amount of money they wanted to pay him, not you, him, wasn't good enough because y'all make great financial decisions. But yet you just got kicked off this tour and lost all this money you were finna make, regardless of how much it was. Let me explain something to you, sweetheart. That's not a great financial decision. That's a poor financial decision. That's a poor financial decision. To complain about any money that you're working for. Get that bag. You don't tell them this ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? Like you Beyonce, or like Kendrick Lamar, or Drake, or Lil Baby. It's a new relevant artist. You know what I'm saying? A Lil Turk. We talking about Hot Boy Turk. Hot Boy Turk, a well-known Cash Money member. Well known. Lyrically, he's hard. I've never said that he couldn't rap and his rapping wasn't tight. What I said is every other artist in the group is on a higher level than he is. They're more popular than he is. Every group has the members that are this popular and the other member that is this popular and the other member. Come on, cat. Come on, High Boy Turk. You know how it go. Any group that got 4 or 5 members in it, all the members is not gonna be as quality as all the members not gonna hold as much quality as the next member. Every member has their own quality and their own amount of popularity and their own fan base and their own, you know what I'm saying? What they call want. Let me think of that word. Uh, when you in demand, every artist has their own demand of how much they, you know what I'm saying, want it and need it in the game. And when it comes to Hot Boy Turk, shit, it is what it is. It is what it is. You just wanted a regular amount. But let's go and get back into it. Yeah.
When we are over fulfilling our obligation, um, and after we received this email, I rejected. Okay, I received phone calls from another manager who I'm not gonna name at the moment, stating that she talked with Dope Shows, and this is what I was told. And she also sent me a screenshot of this conversation, stating that, well, if this is what she says to me, if the artists don't accept it, then I'm gonna have to cut some people out because we don't have the money to pay them. Okay, I have this information. I have this knowledge. Later on, last night, well, early in the AM hours, around 4 a.m., I check my email. I wake up, I check my email, and I have an email from Artist by Artist Agency, um, along with an attorney, and in reference to or on behalf of or because of Dope Shows. Again, this is not verbatim, but I do have this email to read off, saying that because Turk is a risk and because he and BG had exchanged words on the internet weeks ago. And if we go from the beginning of Turks and BG's exchange, this started, about 1 or 2 years ago, or at least a year ago, last year. And mind you, since then, so many successful shows have played. Saying that because of that, we have to terminate his contract. I don't know who else has received this email. I don't know if it was just because of Turk or what. But we are here to inform you guys that this is a retaliatory act. Our attorneys are on board. Again, why would this come after? Mind you, we have weekly marketing meetings with Dope Shows, with Andrew Ellington of Artist by Artist Agency. This was never a concern. Yesterday was the Nashville show, which was due to play. And the only reason why it did not play is because the promoter and the agent, Andrew Ellington, and the promoter, Mario Mitchell, did not have the funds to pay Turk. And from firsthand knowledge with other managers, nobody else was paid. Had they been paid, Turk would have performed on stage with the rest of the artists on the show. There would be no concern of a risk. This risk that Artist by Artist Agency, Andrew Ellington, is now stating that Dope Shows is so concerned about. Where is this risk? The show that is the day before. But after we reject the offer to accept only a portion of what's owed, now we get the termination notice. So again, this is a blatant retaliatory act. It is and will be addressed. And we are just informing the fans that if you are coming to see Hot Boy Turk in Cleveland, Chicago, or Detroit, he will not be there. I'm not sure what other artists will be there. I'm not sure who else has received this notice. Who else? I'm not sure. But as for him, he won't be there. But I can assure you that the upcoming dates with Live Nation, who I would really like to, commend them for always doing straight business. The upcoming dates with Live Nation with Turk and all of the Hot Boys will still go on as planned, and you will see him there. So we just want to let y'all know exactly, be completely transparent, and let you guys know what's going on.
I guess I don't have to say nothing this time.
No, he don't have to say nothing, and we're going to stop right here because that was my manager hat. Now I'm about to take that off and put my wife hat on.
Uh-oh.
One moment.
The Terrence Nancy Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. Answer Right Back, a.k.a. the People Champ, Terrence Williams. Say,
I'm struggling with missing teeth, and that's why I'm here.